I'm live, bro.
Yeah.
Get my head. Oh, this is like a shit. Hey, let me know when my mic is on. Let me check it. Fucking TNT. Look, see that shit?
Fucking ass, bro.
You don't see it?
An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Oh, pressure's coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running inside, it's Berry. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. This time they'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Burrowing for yardage. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And that'll go go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able...
Snags it and he's open. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And he's not going to take the touchback. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The play fake. Rush is on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for to the football very much longer after watching that last play.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, LSU!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Out wide right, it's Frazier. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll run for it. It's Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Left side is screen. Defense makes the stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! Fitted in the window for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Under pressure, and it's a sack.
This is a tough...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking left, and that one's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on fourth. Going to take a shot. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting...
LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Palmer, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Ducks ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Gets it out nearly to the 35-yard line, corralled and brought down. They'll mark it at the 34. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Dropping back, it's Levin. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. So go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Touchdown, Tigers! Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Looking for space. It's Davison. Defense all over him.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Raiola escapes the pressure to his right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Coaches look at this stat.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Raiola to throw for it on 4th. Shoots it to the left. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it to the right here. Showing off the arm. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs. Now out close to midfield. Here's Raiola to throw. Out wide left, it's Johnson. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Sets his feet. It's Raiola. He'll try to do it himself. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Short pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Well, coming into this game, we all thought the team that has the football last may be the team that wins this one, and they're trying to steal possessions. We're only in the first half. You don't see a lot of onside kicks at this point of the game, but they rolled the dice and they get it, and they're trying to score more points.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
And that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Raiola. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Across the 25. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here's Raiola to throw. Looking for the score. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. The run inside. It's Berry. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. He's got enough for the first down at the 14-yard line, and no matter what happens on this drive, just getting out of jail in your own end is a win. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moving the pocket, it's Levitt. Throwing right. Pulls it in, it's Berry. Breaks into the open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Tigers are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play.
Breaks free, and he might be gone. Continues to fight for yards. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires left. Makes a connection. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They're all over him. Unloads to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half...
Caught. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Throwing Raiola. Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Ducks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Raiola. Stepping to the right. Outside the pocket, lets it go. That's caught, it's Moore. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. On the move. Unloads in the nick of time.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Here's Raiola to throw. Flush to the left. He throws one to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. stop him short of picking up that first down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Oh, he wants it all. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hill. And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Bought a little time, lets it go. Comes down, it's Moore. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Moore with the play fake. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Rolls right. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore, play action. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Hooks. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be 1st down. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Tough run here, it's Davison. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dante Moore fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Makes the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Sets his feet. It's Levin. Dumps it to the back. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
Yeah, and how about the linebacker? You know, you ask him to do so much on the football field to cover so much ground. You don't always ask him to go man-to-man, but when you do, the linebacker comes through, swats the ball to the ground.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, what a play by the defense. They're trailing here in the 4th quarter by 1 possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
Throwing more. Rushes on. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a 1st down in the red zone. The Ducks have pushed it inside the 20. Driving forward, it's Davison. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Motion from the back. Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's no good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Levitt. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the tight end. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Long way to go on second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it down the seam. Grabs it inside the 15. To the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore. Under pressure. Left side is Hooks. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Second down to the air. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun on third down. Moore fires to the middle. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Fourth down, Moore. There he goes. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
Well, this quarterback has a ton of confidence in his wide receivers to win one-on-one, and you're not going to get a bigger opportunity to prove that than on that fourth down. That was a throw vertically down the field. Not an easy one to complete. He just knew where his guy was going to be and when. Stuck it right on him, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now, because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Third and long coming up. Again, it's Moore. Throws it deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. The 50.
That should be...